Hi guys, I'm Anasubia and I'm here at the Northeast Film Festival Horror Fest, and I'm here with
Akash, Inti.
All right, and what film were you with today?
So I was with Blood and Lust today. Okay. I played a character by the name of Akash, and he was a vampire. And so it's a bit of a story, as George alluded to a bit earlier today. It's this guy, he's a drunk, he's a sex addict, he's all into drugs and everything like that, totally down out on his luck. And he finds an underground vampire community, and it's the way he changes into a vampire and his story thereafter. So.
Wow, and you said you played a main role. How did the casting process look like for that?
So yeah, it was backstage, you know. What attracted me to it really was actually the name Blood and Lust, and then once I heard it was a vampire film and just the whole like all of that to it, I was like, all right, cool, you know, it'd be fun to play a character like this, and that's what I was looking forward to, and I had a lot of fun with it.
That's awesome. Just really fit your vibe.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What kind of mental preparation went into this role for you? Did you have to do anything?
So a lot of it was actually like studying vampires. One thing I really like that George did on this film was he involved like the New York City vampire community.
Okay.
And so he really delved into like Dracula and interviewed a lot of people who were like in this community, the underground community. And so like one of the producers on it, Madam X, is like very involved, you know, internationally she's known in this community. And so it's really cool to learn about the community as much as going through the process of getting ready for casting and for acting for it. So
yeah, especially when you're in a film, it's way better to be really deep dive into the content and really understand it and what you can bring to the role. What was your favorite memory on set?
Man, I think it was probably the late night scene, the first scene that was shot like in the film itself. Dan Gregory, who's another actor, he was with Danelle, with the actress, the lead actress, and so just the scene itself to me was hilarious. You know, I loved how it was written, and the shooting of it was like crazy. You know, it was raining, and then there was like lights out and everything like that. So it was like trying to find all of these things, and it was like a foresty type area, but like it was a park that we weren't supposed to be in, but like we found our way in regardless, and so I helped out as a grip actually in that particular night, just because I was like, I love being a part of the whole process, you know. So that's one thing to me that's cool about indie is like, yeah, you could be an actor, and that's what I really love to do, but filmmaking is doing it all, you know, especially in the indie world, you know. So
that's really cool. And is this the first time the film has premiered, been on screen, or do you know if it's going around the circuit?
So it's going around the circuit. There was a premiere at the Cranford Theater. That was a sold out theater, which was absolutely amazing to see the reception of it, and how the community really came out to support George, but the film as well. You know, it was really, really incredible. It's been to a couple other film festivals. I think this is the second. It might have been the third. But it's making its waves, and it seems to be pretty well received by those who see it. You know, they talk about how they're really interested in the whole vampire community and the story. You know, because the story itself is a lot deeper than just like, oh, okay, you got this guy who's drugged up and everything like that. It talks about the process of like redemption and how do you change through time? How do you what does a change do to an individual, and how every moment that we have in today is very special, you know.
Wow, that's amazing. The way you were describing it too sounds very visceral and very emotional almost. How many days did it take to film? So
filming was only 5 days, which is crazy. Wow. But George did a phenomenal job of making sure that when we were on set, we got the scenes that we needed to get done. And then as well as making sure that like the specific plot points that were necessary like happened, you know. There was slight little tweaks. Do we take a shot from this angle versus that angle or not, whatnot, but he really knew what he wanted when he was on set, which I think made filming itself like quite awesome, you know. The rest is history, you know.
It makes it a lot easier when you have a plan and you're going for it, you know.
Definitely.
Well, that's awesome. Is there anywhere we can keep up with you and what you're doing? Any social media, anything like that?
Yeah, so you can find me on social media at Akash Inti. That's AKASHINTI.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you.
Great talking to you as well.
Yeah. All right. Have a great night.
Thanks.